Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Seat. Well, today we have some exciting new Hersheypark news that I cannot wait to discuss and share with you all. The other night, the park released a new teaser on their socials regarding Hersheypark in the dark and what we might be able to expect this coming fall. I'm gonna give my 2 cents about what I think about it all, but before we get started, let me persuade you to stick around and subscribe. We would love to have you be a part of this sweet community, so do us a favor and join the channel for more fun and informative Hersheypark content. With that out of the way, let's discuss what's going on with this teaser. So as I briefly mentioned, Hersheypark released a new teaser the other night about Hersheypark in the dark for 2022. I never made a video about it, but they also shared their first teaser before the park opened in April, which included a quick clip of some spooky eyes and some text saying that there will be some new experiences for the event this year. Now I will go back to the fact that it says experiences, plural, later on in this video, so keep that in mind. But anyways, continuing on about the most recent teaser, it features a looped video of some black and white images panning across the screen with some candles, coal, and a pickaxe. The images show a bird cage, mining boots, mining lanterns, and a mine shaft. The video ends with a message saying dark nights are coming, which is an appropriately ominous ending there. So I think we can all kinda see that there is a heavy emphasis on this mining theme, which leads me to believe that whatever this teaser is for will feature some mining theming. Pretty self-explanatory stuff so far. Now here's where things get pretty interesting. Each of the pictures in the video has a message written on it. The two that I want to talk about are the ones that say the time 9:17 and the coordinates. So the 9:17, what could that mean? If you ask me, it seems like it relates to a date. So if we convert the time over to date form, that gives us month 9 on day 17, meaning September 17th. Now conveniently, September 17th is the first date in the Hersheypark operating calendar that does not have park hours. In my opinion, this means one or two things. Either the start of the Hersheypark in the dark season is going to be on September 17th, which mind you is weeks earlier than any other year. Usually it starts in October or so. Or it could mean that the new experiences will be officially revealed on September 17th. Personally, I think Hersheypark in the dark will be starting on that date. It just seems to make more sense to me. Lots of guests have complained over the last few years about how short the Halloween season is at Hersheypark, and I bet they decided to extend the season by starting it earlier. It would also be a good thing for the park to start in September because the crowds that wish to attend the event will spread out amongst the dates more. With the event usually being about 3 to 4 weekends, it didn't necessarily give guests a big time frame to visit, which heightened the crowds a bit more than most people would have liked. So yeah, September 17th is definitely going to be an important date for something, but I figure it's for the start of the Hersheypark in the dark season. Now, moving on to those coordinates. If you take those coordinates and you plug them into Google Maps, you'll find that the marker shows up almost on top of Trailblazer catering. I think this completely confirms that this experience is going to be a haunted house or maze or whatever you like to call it. I guess there is a chance that it could be something completely different, but I find that highly unlikely. It would have to be something that has probably never been done before. So assuming that this is going to be a house, let's talk about this location for the house. I think Hersheypark is absolutely genius for placing a house here of all places. I know a lot of people were concerned about whether or not scarier things were going to be just out and about on the midways and paths, and from what we know so far, it doesn't look like it's going to be like that with this house. The catering is extremely out of the way and gets farther from the rest of the park the further back you go. Not to mention, the only attractions nearby are Trailblazer, Hershey Triple Tower, and the Smokehouse, so in general, not a lot of people typically pass by there. I think that if you don't like scarier things, you could easily avoid being a part of it with this specific location. Also, let's not breeze over the fact that this is in Pioneer Frontier and that this supposed house will have mining theming. It's a really smart move for Hersheypark to show us that even though Mixed and Remix are around the area, they're still planning on keeping the Pioneer Frontier theme. I just think it's relieving and incredible that they are going with that. So that's about it for what we can get out of this specific teaser, but guess what? The park is not done teasing about this event because there are 4 4 more teasers set to be released in the coming months. Currently, we have chapters 1 and 2, but as you can see, there are plenty more to be revealed, so that's something that we can all keep our eyes peeled for. If you want to view these teasers on the website, there will be a link in the description below for you to check out. I can't wait to see what else they decide to tease, but I am going to kind of predict how I think they might go about the rest of this teasing. If they have 4 more teasers to release, then I find it hard to believe that they would just be adding one singular house to this event. It's not out of the question, since it would also be smart for the park to test the waters this year and then reevaluate for next season, but with 4 more coming out, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right to me. So here's my thinking. I think there will be at least 1 more house for the event. Going back to the first teaser, the park specifically said there are going to be new experiences, plural. To me, that means that there will likely be another house in addition to the one that got teased the other day. If I had to guess where it could go, then I'm going to continue the catering trend because I think it's actually the best way for the park to go about doing these houses. The Fahrenheit catering would be a fantastic location for another house. It's another relatively large catering area, and it could easily house another haunted maze. No idea what the theme could be, but I am going to go out on a limb and say that another house will go here. Again, it's away from the rest of the park, so if people don't want to experience it, they won't have to be anywhere near it, and they can stay out of the action. As for the other 3 teasers, they could include even more houses, or even other things that aren't houses. I will say I don't think the park will have a scare zone, since it would kind of defeat the purpose of having the houses away from the midways and paths. That just doesn't seem likely to me at all. So overall, I feel like what we learned from this teaser is a few things. The obvious being a more than likely mining themed house will be located at Trailblazer Catering, but also that Hersheypark is starting to make an effort to bring more thrilling Halloween experiences to the event while also keeping a family atmosphere. With most parks these days using Halloween as an adult catering event, people tend to see Hersheypark as a fall destination to bring the family for a fun time, and it appears that the park is going to kind of stay that way in a sense. This just makes me so excited to see what else they're going to reveal about Hersheypark in the dark, and I hope you're just as excited too. Let me know in the comments what you think about these teasers and my thoughts on them. Do you agree? Do you have another idea? Be sure to let me know, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Hersheypark content from the Sweet Seat. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.